welcome to Meet the Dog. I'm your friendly local kennel assistant, Chris, and with me today is Mr. Spock. Mr. Spock is yet another entry from the Tribble litter, born back in March. His parents are Miss Bianca and Sir Richard. I didn't get a weight for Spock, but I want to say he's probably weighing in between, I would say, 50 and 60, I want to say now. That seems about right. His training strengths include his recall. He is very good at kenneling up. Very good at that. But he needs some work on his downstays, it seems like. But hey, he'll get there. He eats. We just changed what the Tribbles are getting today. I want to say now they are getting 2.5 cups of puppy food in the morning, 1.5 cups for lunch, and 2 cups for dinner. Bit of math there. So that's what they're getting now for their meals. Some things to note about Spock. I would say he is, as Wallace was to the Christmas litter, what he is to the Tribbles. He is probably the most, I think he's the most identifiable of the litter. He's the one that everyone seems to get right away. They recognize Spock. He looks pretty different from the rest of his siblings. He's got that, I don't know if we can maybe turn him around. So you can see maybe you can see right there, he's got that big dot right on the middle of his forehead. And the big white stripe going right down his head makes him very recognizable. He's a lot like his half-brother Wallace from the Christmas litter, as it being in the one that just everyone seems to recognize right away whenever they see him. Some of the others take a bit more getting used to recognizing him, but he's pretty easy to pick up. He used to be, when he was growing up, or I should say when he was a lot younger, he was very mouthy back when he was still a couple months old. I remember when I did an overnight with him and the rest of his litter, he had a tendency to be a bit mouthy. He teethed a little bit. Whenever he wanted attention, he would nip a little bit. Nothing bad, nothing aggressive. Just kind of that, like, oh, I want your attention, so I don't know how to get it, so I'm just gonna give you a little nip and see if that works. He's grown out of that, thankfully. But yeah, so I think that's all there really is to say right there. So I'm going to open it up for questions about Spock. Any questions about Mr. Spock of the Tribbles litter, who is doing very well right now? He is having a lot of fun, apparently. Isn't that right, buddy? Good boy. Yeah. Boy, any questions about Mr. Spock? I'll try to see if I can think of anything in the meantime. Any other information I can think of about Spock. Let's see. He plays pretty well with all of his siblings. Oh, coming. Craftier asks, who are his favorite playmates and kennel mates? So right now, we actually have him by himself in his kennel. Right now, his brother Kirk is boarding with us for a week or so. And we had an uneven number of Tribbles, so one of them had to get their own kennel. So that's Mr. Spock. So he's the first one to be all by himself. He's doing quite well. And I'm sure he loves having the space all to himself. As for who we have him play with, I usually have him play with either his sister Naomi or Tasha. Sometimes I'll have him play with his sister Deanna. But he plays very well with all of them. Let's see. Craftier asks, has he been out in public yet? That I don't know. I did not see anywhere when I was looking at his training, I did not see if they had taken him out in public yet or not. I think they are at the age where they're probably starting to get them out into public. I've been seeing them do a lot of training here in the arena. Get out of there. Fly is trying to bite him. I've been seeing them do a lot of training here in the arena lately, but I have heard that the Tribbles have been going out to get into public. Hold on. Friggin' flies trying to eat them. Let me see if I can get this. Nope, sorry, buddy. There was a fly trying to bite him. I missed it. I had 3 chances. I missed all 3 times. 3 for 3. Wyatt Fluffy85 asks, why is Spock the half-brother of Wallace? So they had the same father. Sir Richard was the father of both the Christmas litter and the Tribbles. So that would make the Tribbles and the Christmas litter half-siblings. And Craftier asks, is he a fast or picky eater? He's pretty fast. He is not picky eater. He wolfs it down. He's very good about his eating. Is he being considered as a future match for Poppies? I have not heard anything about any future matches right now. I think it's still a little bit too early for them. So I personally have not heard any talk about any matches or anything like that. It might be still a little too early for them. Craftier asks, how has he liked his mother, Bianca? Well, if you just saw the paw thing he just did, that's something he and his mother both do when they want attention. They both are very adamant about trying to get your attention. He is actually, I would say he's a lot like his mother. Personality-wise, I think he's probably, for at least as well as I know Bianca, I would say Spock reminds me the most of her, at least personality-wise. As far as looks go, I would say Riker looks the most like her, but Spock definitely gets his mom's personality. Isn't that right, buddy? Alright. Gonna leave it open for a few more minutes for any other questions about Mr. Spock. Where are you going, bud? Oh, you want another treat, huh? You want another treat? There you go. You are doing so well. You are doing so well, buddy. Good boy. Alright. Any other questions about Mr. Spock? Doesn't seem like that fly's coming back to bite you, huh? Glad we got rid of him. Alright. We'll leave it open for a few more minutes. Come on, buddy. Hop back up. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. More try? No? More interested in the towel? More interested in the towel, huh? Oh, you want a treat, huh? Let's see what else I can think of in the meantime while we're waiting for any more questions about Spock. Fluffy85 to clarify their earlier question, whether their question was actually about whether he was going to be left intact or not. That's also, I have not heard anything about that. Once again, I have not heard anything about any of the Tribbles, whether they're deciding which ones are being left intact or not. I think they're probably going to wait a couple more months before they start deciding on that. I know there have been some talks with the Christmas litter, kind of on and off, but they're only like just 7 months now, so it's probably going to be a little bit longer before we start figuring out which of the Tribbles are going to be kept as breeders, if any of them. Craftier asks, what is your favorite trait about him? I love that he's a cuddle bug just like his mom. I really love that about him. He's really friendly. He really loves the attention. And I love that about him. I think it's something all the Tribbles have. I see it most definitely. Spock is one of the ones I see it the strongest in. I would say Spock and his brother Crusher are the ones who are the most attention-driven. All these flies everywhere today. Boy. I love what a cuddle bug he is. Alright, and I think that is all the time we have. Thank you all for tuning in and meeting Mr. Spock. We'll be back next week with another one of the Tribbles. Alright, have a good night, everyone.